Student, today our topic is design of cellular system design. So design of cellular system. So first point, what we have go through, the first we have introduced of the wireless communication system in the previous class. So it is quite difficult to manage the frequency resource so as the maximum number of users with a good system quality. The cellular system should be efficient to serve many users to talk, and also should do proper planning of frequency utilization. A better cellular system should provide maximum number of calls per hour or cell and maximum number of channel per cell. This is the main two criteria. So first one, maximum number of calls per hour. What do it mean? To find the number of calls approximately 1 hour in a cell, the details we require are size of the cell and and number 2 is the traffic conditions of the cell. So if the size of the cell is small, it would influence the number of calls made in 1 hour. That means if we take the example of cell 2 km radius, so if we consider the cell of 2 km radius, there are vehicle moving around. The vehicle are 10 meter speed in busy hour. Also, if we consider that the half of the vehicle are provided with phones and total number of vehicles is about 70,000. So if the one half of the vehicle is with phone, and assume that the 8/10 of them will have call in busy hour of the day, so we get this is 0.88 divided by 10. So in that case 28,000 calls are possible in 1 hour, with the assumption that one call per car in an hour is made. So depending upon the geographical area of the cell, the number of calls made in busy hour will differ. So next point, we have to see that maximum number of frequency channel in one cell. So in that point, we have to know the allocation of frequency channel to a base station of each cell is important scenario. The maximum possible of number of frequency channel in one cell is highly related to an average calling time of the cellular system. If the maximum call in 1 hour is Qi, maximum call in one cell, and the offer load is A, then we calculated the offer load is Qit by 60 Erlang. The trunking theory was developed by Danish mathematician Erlang, and offer load is expressed in Erlang. Let us assume that maximum number of call 1 hour Qi equal to 3500, and the average call T equal to 1.76 minute, and blocking probability is 2%, then the offer load in that case will be 3500 into 1.76 by 60. Then the value we calculated in Erlang. You will see the calculator is 173 Erlang. Then the concept is cellular concept. So cellular concept, where we come that the matter is limitation, with the limitation of spectral width, the maximum number of users, that is the capacity that can be supported in a wireless mobile system, is an important performance measure. If the system supported by a single base station, a high power transmitter is required to support large number of users. The system capacity, that is the number of users, can be enlarged by arranging small cells, each requiring only low power transmitter in a cellular array. The increase in system capacity comes from the use of smaller cells, reusing of frequency, and antenna sectoring. So the wireless propagation channels exhibit impairments far more sharp than those inherent to guided wire. Severe impairment may be wireless channels are poorer to signal to noise ratio, interface ratio SIR, and higher transmission bit ratio BER, and output of the receiver compared to the with the wire channel. For example, BER for optical fiber is neighboring is 10 to the power minus 10, where the for wireless channel the multiple fading is range 10 to the power 2 to 10 to the power minus 3. So the higher error rate has effect of limiting the throughout and the returning signal reception of unreliable. Impairment in the propagation channel would result in the reduction of unusable spectral width. Mitigation of the interface due to the channel impairment has the effect of enlarging spectral width. A wider spectrum in turn means more bandwidth to support more users. Certain sophisticated modulation and coding techniques have built-in properties that the receiver can exploit to compensate for channel impairment. Wider spectrum will allow for greater sharing of the spectral width to support more users and increase the throughput. System capacity can be interpreted as the larger number of users that can be supported during any one use of the channel. A larger population means the larger geographical coverage. If the single transmitter were used to cover large geographical area, a very high power transmitter and very high antenna would be required. So with the single high power transmitter, all users will share the same set of frequency or radio channel. The system capacity, the terms of the maximum number of users that can be supported, offered by the single power high power transmitter with hit a limit. The region of the limitation is the radio resources or the frequency are not effectively utilized. If the same set of radio resources were assigned to some smaller geographical area, then reused to sever another small geographical area, and it would be possible to expand the system capacity. However, if care must be taken to introduce reception of the interface between user in two areas, or if some interface it must be acceptable level. This means that the geographical region that uses the same set of radio frequency must be physically separated from each other, so that power level of the signal spill out one region to neighboring region and does not produce unacceptable interface. This way the replicating idea of structure operated geographic region give rise to the concept of cellular communication. A geographical region can be single small area called cell that is serve a small base station or a cluster or cells. In cellular system, each of the base station in cluster is connected to the MSC, means mobile switching center, by wire lines. A MSC has more consuming power and can perform many of the functions that individual base station. Therefore, most of the communication are handled by the MSC. Then the topic is cell fundamental. So what do we mean by cell fundamental? Having looked at the cellular technology, the concept of employing a cellular architecture to increase the communication capacity and to cater the large number of subscriber demand in hotspots. Let us now we quantify means character of interface in cellular technology. Thus, in turn, that the means determine the base cluster size and simple technique for allocating the sub bandwidth of the system with a cluster. Even though practice cell are arbitrary cell close to the circle because the randomness is inherent in radio propagation. It is easier to use obtain insight and understanding for system design by visualizing all cells and having same shape. Also, it is easier mathematically analyze a cellular topology by assuming the uniform cell size of all cells. Once some site inside is obtained, what the effect of interface are, measurements, simulation, combination of these can be employed in actually determine the planning of the network. For cell the same type of to form a cluster so that there are no ambiguous areas that belong to multiple cells or no cell. The cell shape can be three types of regular, polygon, equilateral, triangular, regular, hexagon. These are the generally we use. If we see that a hexagonal shape is closest approximate to circle of these three and traditionally for design, so we generally use hexagonal radius. And the argument of hexagon cell comes from the fact that along with the three main cells for a given radius, largest possible distance between polygon center and its edge, the hexagon has the largest area. So we use hexagonal configuration. By using the hexagonal geometry, the fewest number of cells can be covered geographical region, and the hexagon closely approximate a circular radiation pattern which would occur for a omnidirectional based radio station antenna and free space propagation. When using the hexagon to model coverage area, base station transmitter are shown as being the center of the cell and center excited cells on the 3 of the 6 vertices. And in practice, omnidirectional antenna is central excited cell and stored directional antenna are used for corner excited cells. All practical consideration does not allow base station to place exactly as they appear in hexagonal shape. If we say that what is the hexagonal shape, means it is the hexagonal direction. Here these are the hexagonal type. So this for today